Hello, YouTube. I'm on here to share about money, millions of dollars in hip hop, okay? How they find their identity and their money in hip hop. Ain't nothing wrong with having money. It's when you find your identity in it. When your identity is found in the stuff that you own. So I'm finna share what the Bible says about it, okay? Because ain't nothing wrong with having money, but when it becomes, your idol, when you put your trust in it, ain't nothing wrong with having it. We needed to take care of our families, but when you start finding your identity in it, and you'll do anything for it. So I'm finna share about those who find their identity in their money, the ones in hip hop, in the hip hop, in the hip hop music business. Okay? In the hip hop music business. That's what I'm on here to share about. Money. That's really all hip hop is really about. The ones in hip hop, all they care about is the money and the fame. They don't really care about nothing else. They don't care about nobody. It's all about the money and the fame. They don't care about the people. In the hip hop music business, finding your identity in money, you will fall. No matter how much you got. Yep. Money can't protect you from everything. All of your fancy stuff. Right here in the Bible, Jesus Christ talks a lot about money. Money in the mouth. Okay. He says in Proverbs 11:28, those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. The righteous will thrive like a green leaf, but those who trust in their riches will fall. Look at hip hop today. They put their trust in their money. All they trust is in their money. Okay? They're not trusting you. They're not following Christ. They trust is in their money. So when you put your trust in your money, you're gonna fall. Your money gonna let you down. Ain't nothing wrong with having money. It's when you put your trust in it. In the hip hop music business, finding your identity in your money and being in love with it. The rappers in hip hop are in love with their money. They in love with it. When you put your trust in it, you're gonna fall. When you in love with it. Ain't nothing wrong with having it. It's when you in love with it. Even the Bible talks about it in Ecclesiastics. When you in love with money. Ain't nothing wrong with having it, but when your identity is in found in the stuff that you own, when you lose it, you're gonna go crazy. And these rappers in hip hop find their identity in the stuff that they own. Those who trust in their riches will fall. Proverbs 11:28. But the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. I'm going to Ecclesiastics. When you in love with money, when you so in love with money, you'll do anything for it. And it talks about this in Ecclesiastics. It says riches are meaningless. If you see the poor oppressed in a direct and just right and deny, do not be surprised at such things, for offering in the eye by a highlight and one over them or others highlight still. The increase from the land is taken by the king himself, and he profits for from the field. Whosoever loves money never has enough. Whosoever whosoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. Being in love with money. They so in love with money in hip hop, they'll do anything. Riches are meaningless. Ain't nothing wrong with having it. It's when you in love with it. All the rappers in hip hop so in love with money, they'll do anything for the love of money. When you in love with money, you will never be satisfied with your income. And Proverbs 11:28 about those who trust in their riches, trusting in your riches, finding all your identity in your money, said you're gonna fall no matter how much you got. That's Proverbs 11:28. Yep, Proverbs 11:28. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. So I'm praying for people, the rappers in hip hop who find their identity in their money. Jesus Christ said in Proverbs 11:28, those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. So when you find your identity in your money, what's going to happen if all the rappers in hip hop lose all the stuff they got? If that's where your identity is at, that's what you in love with, that's going to be it for you. Money is nice to have, but it makes a terrible master. It's a nice thing to have, but when you find your identity in it and you in love with it, and the rappers in hip hop will do anything for the love of money. Ain't nothing wrong with having it. But those who are in love with money you'll never be satisfied. That's what it says in Ecclesiastes 4:8. Whosoever loves money never has enough. Whosoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income too. This too is meaningless. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.